Okay, in this section here we're going to be going over linear inequalities that's part of this intermediate algebra. Now, unlike the last section where we had in our solution set we had one element, in this particular section here we're going to have either an empty set or maybe one possible element in the set or an infinite number in the set. And let's just get started, and we'll get to draw a picture here in this section, and that picture is the number line so you can visually see this. So I'm going to first start with x. We'll first start, and we need some color here. X minus 7 is greater than 1. Okay, so this is known as a linear inequality. Let's now draw a picture. So let's just draw the number line here, or attempt to draw it. And we'll use this, looks like brown, or reddish brown. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plot, we'll say 0 is right here on the number line. Okay. Now, when we solve for this equation, x minus 7 is greater than 1, it's much like solving for a linear equation, except there's going to be one small change, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. So what we want to do once again is add 7 to both sides. Right, so we're going to add 7 to both sides. I guess I should have just remained with black there. And that's supposed to be greater than 1, adding 7 to both sides, just like we would in an equation. Alright, so this 7 and minus 7 is going to go away, and we're going to be left with x is greater than 8. X is greater than 8. So in other words, we can pick a number x as long as it's greater than 8. So I'm going to just label 8 right here on the number line. And we can pick any number on this number line as long as it's greater than 8. So I'm just going to do this little squiggly line here saying that everything greater than 8. Okay? And what we sometimes do is we'll put an open circle right here, which means that it does not include 8, and everything greater than or equal to 8. Okay. Now there's another way of expressing this, and that is writing it like such. Now if I say everything is greater than 8, that means that we can just go out towards infinity. So you see I use the infinity symbol here. This parentheses, this open parentheses here means that we don't include 8. If we were including 8, I would use a bracket, but that means that there would be a line underneath that saying the equality says that we must include 8. X is greater than or equal to 8, but in this case it's not. Alright, it's not. So we're looking for this, and of course, let me actually clean this up. This is x is greater than 8. Okay, x is greater than 8. So we could write it like this or like this here. Okay. Alright, let's I don't know. Let's work another one here real quick. Alright, let's say that we have y plus a half is greater than a half. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and solve this, and we do that by subtracting a half from both sides. Okay. And now we get y is greater than, so you have a half minus a half minus a half, and that's going to be 0. Y is greater than 0. Okay. So let's just go ahead and just draw out the number line here. Alright, and I will label, I guess we'll use the opposite colors this time. I'll label this as 0. Now you notice the inequality is greater than, so it doesn't include 0, okay, but it's everything to the right of 0. Alright, and of course we can write this, alright, open parentheses, because we don't include 0. Okay, this is known as interval notation here. Interval notation. Alright. Okay, well that concludes this, and we'll be working many other problems. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video.